Hello there everyone, it's Matt English here, and I wanted to make this video to begin discussing about the potential for a significant severe weather event on Veterans Day. As you can see, it says video number 1 because I do plan on making additional videos as this forecast continues to develop and get better refined. So this is video number 1. We are 3 days out from the event. And I wanted to note to all my viewers, I will be discussing this from a local viewpoint and a more regional viewpoint, as I have, since I have a lot of viewers here in my local area, and then I have also from elsewhere. So, all right, let's take a look. Starting off locally, this is what is the current thinking on the forecast for Wednesday into Wednesday night. So showers and thunderstorms are expected area-wide Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday night. Some of these storms are likely to be strong to severe. Now this is going to be subject to change around because the forecast continues to get better and better each day. But the best time frame at the current thinking is between 4 p.m. and 11 p.m. There could be some activity before and after that time as well, like more in the isolated form, but for widespread showers and thunderstorms, some severe, will be between 4 p.m. and 11 p.m. Wednesday. So if any storms do become severe, the primary threat will be damaging winds. This is because of the linear storm mode that's currently expected, and I'll discuss that here in another slide. There is also the potential for at least a few tornadoes. The threat for tornadoes is mostly to our south, but it could extend all the way into our area, depending on how much moisture gets pumped into the region. And after the storm system clears the area Wednesday night, very high winds are expected on Thursday. So this is the latest severe weather outlook. It was released this morning by the Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma. Let me kind of tell you what these risk levels mean. So this lighter green is a thunder line, which when you're in a thunder line, it means thunderstorms are possible, but they're not expected to produce any severe weather. The darker green is a marginal risk, meaning most storms will not be severe. However, there might be an isolated incident or two of severe weather. Slight risk is a more general risk area for a few organized severe storms. And then the orange area is called an enhanced risk. We haven't seen one for quite some time now. It's been pretty dull across the entire United States for weeks. Now things are starting to ramp up. Anyways, so an enhanced risk means that there's the increasing threat for much more organized severe thunderstorms. So we do have a marginal risk that's in effect for over a huge area. It includes over 30 million people. It goes from like around Austin, San Antonio, I think, somewhere around there. And it extends north into Nebraska. Then it goes all the way to southwestern Ohio, and then down into the Gulf states. We've got a slight risk that's in effect that includes the Pontiac area. That includes like just about all the Central Plains. Pretty much everybody's in that. If you're in the mid-Mississippi Valley, you are in at least a slight risk. The enhanced risk, that is where we're looking at the most organized potential for severe weather. That includes pretty much all of Missouri. We got northern Arkansas, southern Illinois, southwestern Indiana, western Kentucky, and far northwest Tennessee. The enhanced risk is where there's going to be a narrow plume of ample amounts of moisture and instability, and very well organized severe weather looks to be possible in this enhanced risk. Now, as you can see, for the local viewers here in Pontiac, as you can see, we are in the slight risk. But however, it looks like the most dangerous part of this storm is going to be to our south at the current thinking. However, note these outlooks have been shifting northward over the past few days. So we could end up seeing this enhanced risk get shifted north. We'll just have to see how this plays out, how much moisture is pumped into the area to know exactly where the greatest risk area is going to be. But at the current thinking, this is going to be the most impacted area at this time. This was a weather story posted this morning by the National Weather Service in Chicago, and it does a pretty good idea of kind of briefly explaining on what to expect on Wednesday into Thursday. So it says over here on the Wednesday night's side, as you can see, there's that severe weather outlook again right here. We just took a look at that. And it says a line of wind-driven heavy showers likely, slight chance of gusts of 50 to 60 miles per hour. Now, when they say of a line of wind-driven heavy showers, what they're referring to is a type of storm called a squall line. Squall lines typically form along a strong cold frontal boundary. They happen most often in the summertime, but they do occasionally happen in the fall as well. So we're expecting storms to form along and ahead of this cold front, and pretty much right along this cold front is likely where the squall line is going to be located, and it's going to produce very heavy rainfall when it comes through, and the potential for damaging winds. The highest, as I mentioned before, the highest risk of severe storms is far south of the area across southern Illinois, which is where that orange enhanced risk is located. On the Thursday side, as this low pressure moves into Lake Michigan, strong west winds are expected. The strongest winds Thursday morning they're expected Thursday morning, where gusts of 40 to 50 miles per hour are possible, and this does not include any winds we get from thunderstorms. This is non-thunderstorm winds, so be advised for that. We could be seeing sporadic power outages. We got potential for breaking tree limbs. Got to watch out for that stuff when the winds do get that high. All right, so this is the weather map, and I wanted to show you a visual on exactly what's happening. So this is on day 3. This is Wednesday morning, I believe. Wednesday morning, we got a rapidly strengthening area of low pressure, which is where in the central part of the country, like in Kansas, Nebraska, this is where these green gradient lines are nice and tight. Ahead of this low pressure system is a warm front, and it extends all the way into southern Illinois. This warm front is going to be the focus for moisture transport. We're going to have warm, moist air coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, being pulled because it's being pulled by this northward moving warm front. That will set the stage for once the cold front starts approaching, and the cold front interacting with the warm air is going to create instability, and it's going to spark thunderstorms across the Midwest. And the cold front is on Wednesday morning should be right around here. Goes into central Kansas, central Oklahoma, central Texas, that region. That's where our warm front is expected to be. So we're going to go to day 4. By day 4, this is the severe weather by day 4 will have moved out of the area, as you can see, because the cold front is all the way here into Ohio. It'll push all of its activity to the east. So this cold front that I've been mentioning, this will be the focus for a line of severe thunderstorms coming through Wednesday night. So we got to watch out for that. And this is pretty eerily similar, not in strength, but in terms of tracking wise. It reminds me of the low pressure system that caused the severe weather outbreak on November 17, 2013, except not quite as brutal. Not the ingredients just are not coming together as dramatically as they did 2 years ago, which is good. But the low pressure has a very similar track, even a similar intensity. Even a similar intensity, 988 millibars by day 4. Which 988 millibars is equivalent to a Category 1 hurricane. So this is a very strong low pressure system we will be dealing with. So if you want to know more, again, I'll be making more videos as this forecast does become better refined. Also, if you want, tune in tomorrow to a live severe weather discussion. It'll be hosted by me on my YouTube channel. Tomorrow, which is November 10th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. The link will be posted on my Facebook page and also be posted here in the description of this video. So make sure if you do want to listen to a live discussion on this growing severe weather potential, make sure you click that link tomorrow night and you can join the discussion. We'll have a live chat. The Skype calls will be open. My phone will be open. So if you want to talk and discuss, let me know. All right, thank you for watching this.